No, I'm not the kind of guy who would do that. Come on. I'm the kind of guy who would drink a second Coke Zero at 12:06 p.m. Yummy. And now the kind of guy, hang on, here we go. And now the kind of guy to roll up his sleeves and say no more Mr. Nice Guy when he starts losing. No, that's not me. That's another whiff, unfortunately. That's definitely mouth. I did see the deadly Panera Bread lemonade, by the way. Thank you for reminding me. I don't have anything to say about it, though. Like, you might think that I got some kind of pithy one-liner. It's just a situation that sucks all around. Lady had a heart condition, avoided caffeinated beverages, gets a lemonade at Panera. You know, admittedly, it's called like, you know, Psycho Lemonade or something like that. So it's like a lemonade energy drink, but just a momentary lapse in judgment or whatever. She drinks a super lemonade, has a heart attack, and dies. That's just the sort of thing you just gotta say, like, that sucks, honestly. Each cup of that lemonade has approximately 4 cups of coffee worth of caffeine. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. I know everybody likes to believe everything is within their control. They're like, if I had a heart condition, I wouldn't do that. Meanwhile, you know, probably half of us, myself included, watching this have like high blood sugar, and then we're still like, yeah, sure, I'll take a second fat tug. I think that that's too much. I mean, what do you mean that's not that much caffeine? 4 cups of coffee in a cup of lemonade? That's a lot of caffeine, bro. Like, just because your Kyle ass is overdosing on White Monster every day, like, come on. I drink coffee. I would, like, I don't want to sound like I'm pretending to be a hard ass or whatever. Like, I would definitely survive drinking the Panera lemonade. That is a lot of caffeine, though. Let's not lie to the people out there and be like 4 cups of coffee is not a lot. Just because you know a motherfucker like more degenerate than you. Doesn't mean it's not a lot. We got coffee inflation. Okay, good, you got me. By the way, when we were at that Disney hotel, just like showers, every hotel coffee maker is different. So this was not the K-Cups. It was like a classic coffee maker percolator, okay? And then those weird little like it's coffee that comes in a filter that you put into the top of it. So I had to read the instructions for it because I was trying to figure it out. And it said like, for a normal coffee maker, use 4 cups of water and then just throw the shit in the percolator. And I said, no problem. But then it said, note, if you have a 12-cup coffee maker, fill it all the way up. And in my head, I said, wouldn't that make for the weakest cup of coffee all time? But I'm out here, I'm trusting Joffrey's Coffee House. I said, I looked at the coffee maker, it was a 12-cup coffee maker. So I filled it all the way up to 12 cups. Then I threw that shit in the percolator. Weakest cup of coffee I've ever seen in my entire life. I had to drink the whole pot to get the equivalent of what I would have gotten if I'd only filled it up to like where it was supposed to be filled up. It was, this is why I'm a noted instruction reader, because I think it just makes sense that the people making the shit know how to make it better than I do, because my ass is just looking at it like for the first time ever. I hate when we like open up a piece of furniture or something like that and my dad's like, I'm not gonna look at the instructions because like I know how to build it. I'm like, bro, you're not from Sweden. You don't know how to build this. Let IKEA do the heavy lifting for you. But then I understand where that comes from. It comes from trauma, where people followed the instructions and the instructions were worse than their intuition. So I like double betrayed when somebody writes bad instructions. Because it means that people are going to trust instructions less in the future. You got to go quick. Because there's a second laddie. I told you. This dude is straight out of Sekiro. Hey NL, I'm eating the worst pear in my life right now. There's like an Office Space bit in there. So every pear you eat is the worst pear of your life? Yeah. That's messed up. I like a good pear, but it's, I think we all got to acknowledge, even the ones of us who love pears the most must acknowledge it is an inconsistent fruit. Sorry, I thought you were dead. I didn't mean to disrespect you by reading a primer for workshop technicians in the middle of our tete-a-tete. Which fruit is the most consistent? I feel like every banana is exactly the same except for skill issue. If you didn't, like the only thing that changes with a banana is like, did you eat it on the day that you're supposed to eat it? Oranges, you can't tell until you open the peel. Some oranges, they're like too tight, you know what I mean? Like they're too firm, they're too acidic, they're not sweet enough. Some oranges are beautiful, they're perfect. They peel nicely, the peel comes off of the pith perfectly. I've never had a banana though and been like, this is a good banana. It's always just like, this is a banana. Oh, I should have had this banana yesterday. Oh, I should have had this banana tomorrow. Hello? One second. You ever get a grainy apple? Now and then, absolutely. Any apple, you squeeze an apple, if it leaves fingerprint marks on the apple, either you're strong as fuck and I don't want to shake your hand, or they should have put that one in the cider hopper. That one should not have been given to the grocery store for human consumption. My 2 cents. They should have put that in the Mott's. The box that ships to Mott's to make applesauce. Red Delicious? Yeah. All the apples I ate growing up are not good enough anymore. The apple industry's left them behind. Red Delicious, Macintosh, Yellow Delicious, Granny Smith. I don't want to eat that apple. In a world where Fuji and Honeycrisp and Pink Lady apples exist, Royal Gala, like I'm not eating a Red Delicious for the rest of my life. So I don't even know if they sell Macintosh apples anymore. That's how bad they aren't Macintosh apples like the sour Skittle of apples? It's like, what if an apple tasted like a battery? I got a soft spot for a Red Delicious that's perfect. Because it's like, I like a high moisture content in an apple. And Red Delicious be bringing the heat in the moisture department. But they do end up mealy a lot of the time. Okay, you got me, kid. With no disrespect, you seem like a joke. You better have like 5 phases. Like, I'm not gonna beat you first try. But I'm telling you, it's not going 3,000. By the way, it's out of respect that I started blocking. If you ever see me just dodging, that's an enemy I'm not respecting. Because that means I'm like, you're so ass, I'm not even going to learn your patterns. Once you see me blocking, that's a commitment to being like, okay, you got a big health bar, we're going to try. This is the hardest boss up until this point, IMO? What the heck? Really? Harder than Shrek? No, it's not. Absolutely not. Factually incorrect. How do you feel about that? How do you feel when chat turns on you? Just for saying your opinion. And yet you think streaming's a job anyone could do? Bet it didn't feel good. With all due respect, you got no fucking idea what it's like to be #1. That's fast. Hey, Moondog6, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Michael Cera looking, You ever notice how everybody does a Michael Cera impression when they drive? It's easier from the side. Normal motherfuckers sit down in a chair like this. As soon as they get behind the wheel of a large automobile, I hope you could see it there. I don't get it. They'd be like leaning their... You know what I'm saying? They'd be leaning their head forwards. They don't put their head on the headrest, myself included. I don't do that? I bet you do. I bet you do. I don't drive. Well then, with all due respect, you got no idea what it's like to be #1. Everything you do affects every facet of every fucking thing. Okay, I gotta learn your timings. Lies of P. The first lie in Lies of P, you can't dodge an undodgeable attack. Okay, she be going real fast. Real fast. Bandled today? Oh! 316 million views, released in 1979, difficulty medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what it is. Next. Oh, it's Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads. Okay. Thank you, Tina Weymouth, for your insane bass. Let's hear the voice cover on this one. It wasn't? It wasn't Psycho Killer? Oh, it's I can't get no na satisfaction. I'm a rolling thunder. I'm a pouring. It's the end of this one. It's Highway to Hell. It's Highway to Hell. Yeah. It's Highway to Hell. I got it. Voice cover. The hell. I'm on a highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on mute, but I had NL pegged for guessing Psycho Killer for #3. Excuse me, I guessed it on #2. The bass was identical to Psycho Killer. The guitar part, though. Come on, you're not gonna get Psycho Killer wrong on the guitar part. It goes ring ding 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 doom doom hi-hat. Psycho Killer ain't gonna have 300 million views. I kind of thought 300 million was like a little on the low side. Doesn't Gangnam Style have like 1 trillion? I mean, Gangnam Style, obviously a better song than anything the Talking Heads have ever made. Ooh! Get shat on, shitter. Okay, I've done nothing to you. Maybe you're a dodger. Yazael Puig. That's the ticket. You dodge everything, and then you parry the final one. It's the easiest to parry. No, no, timing. Stay out of my house. The hell is that? I'm disruption. Bad idea. Here comes the ult. Ooh. Yeah, I know we got cooked, but she's getting cooked. She's got to have a phase 2. Phase 1's too easy. Just the 2 phases then? Actually, it's just the 1 phase. I took chat's advice and bought Baldur's Gate 3. You will look back on this as a formative moment in your life. You could have gotten 7 weeks of a Peloton subscription with that instead. By the way, we were talking about it in the Peloton Discord this morning, but I'm laughing. The economics of this don't make sense, okay? The Peloton subscription is like $45 USD monthly. Someone in the Discord said there was a report where Peloton pays the artists or the labels 3 cents per listen per song. It's like one of the highest in the industry. So we were running the numbers, and we're like, at this point, okay, so like 90 minutes to 120 minutes of riding is like 30 to 40 songs. So it's like $120 a day times 30 days a month is like $40. So basically every single member of the egg carton that rides every day is causing Peloton to like end up in the red. Like we're slowly bankrupting the product that we're using simply by using it. That report is incorrect. I ain't even gotta look to know that that's DL Guiga who just said that. Here we go. Peloton does not pay 3 cents per song. That's incorrect. Okay, DL Guiga, why don't you tell us what their 10K said this year? Was it directionally correct? Come on. Oh, that's a speedy one. Stop talking about the bike. Why? Is it making you feel self-conscious? Me when I'm fat and my friend tells me that they're going on a diet, those things never work anyway. Yeah, but it's like, no. Like, yeah, eating like fruits and vegetables is good, but it's like really hard to stick to. We're going out for brunch tomorrow. Do you want to come? You want to come? We're going to do some day drinking. You've been waking up early? We'll meet at the bar at 11:30 p.m. There's this awesome place that does cocktails and Belgian waffles. Eddie! I don't know. DL Guiga, the kind of guy to shush you in the library. Because you're from Chicago and you work in finance, I picture you as having like slick back hair. Like you're wearing a suit and you got like slick back Al Pacino in The Godfather hair. Yeah, like Patrick Bateman. That's my entire... Sure, the finance industry is a lot of like, 75-year-old men wearing those blue shirts with the white collars, but in my head, it's all Gordon Gekko, baby, who also wears the blue shirt with the white collar. Are you shitting me, man? Are you shitting me? I guess it's the armor break that triggers the disruption. So we either got to get you... You know what? That's a perfect time to pop an ult on you instead if I got one in reserve. Okay, ult me. Real quick with it. Real slick with it. You got 7 more in you, huh? Don't. 1 SD. Yeah, ult me. There we go. Silence, I own you. Heal so we generate a huge charge off of this. Get ulted. Oh, I got my SD back, bro. No ult coming? Alright, fly. You look like a fly. Okay, you got me? I'm gonna get you, though. I'm gonna get you. We were dancing on you. Freaking fly. I find you entertaining. Keep it up. Are you like an eternal? Are you a celestial or something? Have I been blessed by the favor of divinity? Even dropped an @Northern Lion in it so it would show up in the front of my mind. What the hell? AI chatbot? Hey, I saw a streamer tweet. They said the conspiracy theory that I 100% believe is that companies have made AI chatbots to go into Twitch streams to ask them to play games. And the second I read it, I said, that motherfucker is on to something. Because there's somebody in chat, and I'm sorry, I will know your name when I see it, but I don't remember it at the moment. Every day for 3 years, you've been asking me to play Moving Out, which is so bizarre. It's like a indie multiplayer game where you like grab this shit from inside the house, put it on your car, and then like drive and try not to have it fall off. I've been seeing you post that shit for 3 straight years. No human being has that kind of tenacity to see another streamer play like 1 hour of a game, okay? Even Scath Eyes isn't even here anymore, and he gets like so much dopamine from typing Northern Lion harem every single time. I'm on to you. I don't know what company made that. I think it's Australian. They love AI there. And throwing a shrimp on the Barbie. Macros, back me up here. DL Guiga, you stay out of this one. They love AU. That's true. Who doesn't? She's a great K-pop artist. Okay, you stay out of my face. You're going distortion mode? No? Okay, I should have been smarter on that one. Should have done a lot of things. Get him. Now that was right. You want a Bugatti? You want a Panzerati? You want John Gotti? You better work, bitch. I own you. You see the confidence we're playing with? Oh, that's not. That's kind of what I was anticipating happening. Oh, but you're not real. Oh, I was close. I was close on that one. Just chill. If I parry that first one, that goes way different. You rockin' with Girls' Generation? Not really. 10 years ago when I lived in South Korea? Like a little bit. What is that? There's something, 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 oh. It always messed me up because they have a song called G where they say O. They do also say G, but they say oh. And then those motherfuckers, they got a song called O. Shit is confusing. But G is the classic. O can't hold a candle. Just being honest. Not trying to provoke anyone's ire. K-pop wise, I don't listen to that much K-pop. I would say I'm down with a few bands though that I hear in the car. Those New Jeans songs are slappers for sure. Listen to a little bit of Idol. Listen to a little bit of aespa. 3 versions of Cupid. My wife won't let me listen to Cupid because she says that there's drama in Korea. So she says don't listen to 50-50 like they're cooked. Something like 50-50 partnered with a producer before they had their big break. And their producer like financed everything that they did. And then as soon as Cupid hit big, they were like, fuck that dude, we out. They recorded like Cupid 50-50's version, but like betrayal mode or something. That's my limited understanding of the subject. Can you sing it? Cupid is so dumb. Something like that. I'm not able to listen to it anymore. It's fine. There's other songs out there. They did it to themselves. I mean, imagine how powerful they would be with my influence on their side. You know the words are in English? Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck they are. Because I'm not allowed to listen to it. I only know the part where she says Cupid is so dumb. Just because the words are in the language that I speak, it's not like I know the order that they go in. This shit is like more permutations than like shuffling a deck of cards. How's the Korean coming along? I'm not learning Korean. I'm occasionally picking some up, like ambiently, but I'm not learning any Korean right now. I'm trying to teach my daughter, who is 3, how to write in English. So that she can impress the shit out of like the teachers at all the kindergarten auditions. Give us a better chance to get into those primo Vancouver kindergartens. She can write. The hard part is not teaching her. Like, her brain is capable of doing it. The hard part is trying to explain to a 3-year-old that this is important. And I'm like, no, you can't just like eat goldfish crackers right now. Like, you gotta pay attention to like this. I'm telling you, it's important! Okay, ult me. Get me out of here. Okay, honestly, you got me backed up against a freaking wall right now. You really think I won't push you up against a freaking wall? That was very lucky. I wish I kept my ult. This seems good. Worth. So worth. Let me out. Let me out. Are you gonna teach her cursive? I gotta hit you with a no shot on that one, bro. Let me out, dude. I've got no SDs. No disruption, please. I have to tank the shot. Yeah, I had to try. We were close. Do they still teach it? This is one of the many data points in my data set that illustrates how cooked Twitter is these days. Is that Gavin Newsom signed an order to well, I don't know if he ratified a bill or if he pushed it through, like, you know, in a despot type fashion. But I saw that he signed into law a bill that re-added cursive to, like, the Californian elementary school curriculum. And, like, half of the replies were like, this shit is stupid, which it is. And then, like, half of the replies are like, good. When I write memos for my Gen Z colleagues, they don't know how to read it, and it's pissing me off. Like, they restarted it in Ontario too. I feel betrayed. Meanwhile, they're like, oh, we don't need to teach calculus. You'll just learn it in university anyway. That's good. Take more science out of the curriculum and replace it with valuable shit, like cursive writing. Sensible education planning. You know, I'm willing to say, I'm bringing out the heavy hitters. That is cringe as far as I'm concerned. Cursive is better than printing? With all due respect, were you born in, like, the 16th century? You have to write things down occasionally. Printing is slower than cursive by, like, a little bit. But, oh, you're gonna distortion me? This is bad. It's not that bad. But it makes sense because you write the letters how the letters look. So, like, you absolutely have to learn printing. That's non-negotiable. Because you have to learn printing just to learn how the alphabet looks. Unless you're gonna rework every single letter to look the fucked up way that it does in cursive writing. So you're never gonna not learn printing. That's like saying, like, oh, hearing is so valuable, we shouldn't learn how to... it doesn't really make any sense, but... Listen, the metaphor fell apart. But cursive has no reason to live in a world where typing exists. We got screens in our pocket. We got screens on our desks. We carry a screen from my desk to your desk to show you something. We've progressed beyond the need for cursive writing. I wonder how much faster this game would be over if we didn't distract NL all the time. This is the content. You know that, right? Like, this is what it's all about. You're not like, oh, I'm going to watch this motherfucker beat Lies of P. I can't wait to see what the ending looks like in Lies of P. Just go to YouTube, dude. Ali A probably posted the ending cinematic like 4 days before the game came out. It's like you're listening to the radio and you're like, why don't we just make the songs shorter? Then we could listen to so many more. Bro, this is cringe. You're playing Marquee Moon by Television. That song's like 10 minutes long. We could be listening to 4 other songs in the time it takes to listen to that song. Okay, hang on. My anger has fueled me. He's spinning. I'm ulting. Okay, just chill. This is a viable attempt. Still a viable attempt. It's never been more viable than that. He's scared. And you know what? Oh, he was wrong to be. I really thought we had him there. It was a viable run. American Pie really ain't need to be 9 minutes long, though. I don't know why these days people are so obsessed with, like, the length of media. It's all about the quality, you know? Close to the edge by yes. 22 minutes long. Nothing to cut. Killers of the Flower Moon. 99% certified fresh Rotten Tomatoes. People are saying it might be one of the best movies of Martin Scorsese's career. People are like, yeah, but it could cut 15 minutes. But shut the fuck up. You work at Safeway. You don't know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, there's 3-minute long songs where I'm like, you didn't need the second verse. It's all about the actual, it's the quality, man. I feel like everybody agrees, but we all act like it, like the tail of the tape matters. Poor Safeway workers? Listen, DL Guiga, you were thinking it. Actually, at Safeway, they give you the employee handbook says stay in your lane. It's Publix where people are wilding out. I know that. That shit's in Florida. Everybody's wilding out there. No, it's the worst deal of all time. DL Guiga voice. That's true. DL Guiga can't have that voice with slick back hair. It's got to be a Sopranos voice. Oh, that was bad. You've said in the past games are too long? Yeah, because they're fucking bad. Because they got a 1 hour long story, but then they stretch it out. Like 3 things happen, but then they're like, oh, the fucking tree army's invading. Fight 500 trees and then go to the next checkpoint. You're at the tree army is going to take over. You got to kill the tree boss. You killed the tree boss. We stopped the trees from taking over. Okay, oh, but watch out, the fucking elves are ornery now. You gotta kill the elf army. Oh, it's the head of the elf army. You gotta kill him. Okay, you killed him. Now we're moving on to the troll army. The troll army's here, guys. We couldn't have possibly seen this coming. I haven't complained at all about Lies of P's length. Partly because a little bit of it is self-inflicted. And then partly because this shit is fucking gas. Sun up to sundown, rolling around, see where the bad guys are to be found and make them lay down. It's all killer, no filler. Okay, you got me staggered on that one. I'll admit it. You can't use iframes on that one. I had a good thing going. Double up. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Yeah, I'm stamless in Seattle. Okay, back it up. We need to break you and then ult you. There's the break. This is the ult. Before you start spinning. Okay, that's not the spin I was talking about. Go ahead, spin around. Oh, fuck. Fucking chill, lady. We had the flow right, though. Suika game today? Not gonna happen. Suika game for me is probably dead. I think it's dead site-wide, though. Because Chibli took 2 weeks to play through Not for Broadcast. Dan played it yesterday? Yeah, with all due respect, he's the last person on the bus. Is it an off-stream Andy? Have you been paying attention to what we've been talking about? There are no off-stream Andys. They're gone. I spent it. Hang on, I'm disrupted. Okay, I'm just mashing. Literally full mash. I didn't think you had a 10th one in ya. What about Slay the Spire Mobile? That's just because I was on a cruise with no internet. So I had some gaming time. And I did it very well. Because we beat A20. Something a lot of gamers thought was impossible. I got to get off the grid to game. You're absolutely right. When I'm on the grid, my ass is at the library saying, brown bear, what do you see? I see a fucking purple cat looking at me. Oh, shit. Purple cat, what do you see? You won't believe this shit. I see a yellow fucking duck looking at me. Holy cow. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a fucking white dog looking at me. What? Hey, okay. I got spooked. See, the problem is you look like you don't have poise. And then you start tanking hits like Havel the Horrible. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. You're the illusion. Oh, that's bad. Strong attack. Commit. Don't commit. Undercommit. Uncommit. I see your shadow. Oh, it's the shadow of the ceiling fan. We're still alive. Chill, lady. Bro, don't get in my face just because you look like Doug Jones. Huge. Circling remains undefeated. Absolutely enormous. Enormous. Wow, I mean, that was like, is that even a boss? That felt so good when I killed them. The door opened. It was like the dopamine you get when you're like, wait a minute, there's fucking 9 panes of glass in this room. 9. Click. And then it'll go, whoa! Are escape rooms now part of the culture? Or were they a fad? We're going down. A little bit of both. Is under attack. Like, are we, I guess the question that I would be asking is, are we yet to find peak escape room, or are we past peak escape room?
Quite the performance, Papa Chipata. But your lies will be useless in the new world.
I feel like it's kind of a hard business, right? Because, like, if you live in a city that has, like, a couple of escape rooms, like, you can only go so many times, right? It takes a lot of work to set up the damn puzzles.
So, there's something horrible in front of the hotel. It might be worse than what we saw at the cathedral. Alright, tighten up your springs and let's go.
The escape room near me is an axe-throwing place now. Oh, missed bonfire. Greatest backseating of all time, thank you. I'm genuinely not being a hater here. If you own one of these or work at one of these, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm the only streamer to admit it, though. I feel like the axe throwing is like, it's a fad waiting to happen, right? How many times are you going to go to an axe throwing bar? Craft beer, not a fad. You know how I can tell craft beer isn't a fad? People love to drink. It's like saying, like, you know, food is a fad. They've got insane tailwinds. The human brain is broken. Drinking poison makes you feel happy. It doesn't really make sense, but it's... Craft beer is here to stay. But I don't think axe throwing is the next step, man. Oh, here we go. This blue flower has many ways to take root, but only on man does it ever bear fruit. What is mold? A bruise! No, ergo. Ergo. No, yeah. A bruise. Oh, it's wrong! It was ergo? I was following the story. Ergo lives in the heart of man, but then like when they get too much of it, they're like, what the fuck, I'm crazy now. Something like that. What other things get bruised? I don't get it. Bro, fruit. That's why they said, well, I was wrong, just to be clear here. But that's why they said this blue plant has many ways to bear fruit. But a rooty toot toot and a scoot coot coot. Okay, fucking meanie. Chill out with all the tentacle shit, please. I'm dead. I'm alive. We got no choice but to stay in there on that. You know what? You just bought yourself a full menace. Insane read on the range. Oh, you're in trouble. Mine's longer. What? Oh, no, he's breakable. Ooh. Full Menace believers, we're so back. It didn't do anything. Full Menace believers, it's so over. Let me in. Let me in. Me at the Vincent van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. Open parentheses. I don't like art. They're giving away a free Pokemon card to everyone who goes to visit. +2, +2, +2. I think you're right. I think there should be a Vince Vaughn museum. I'd go to that. That's a fad? Yeah, it's definitely true. Vince Vaughn, kind of a fad. He's still around, though. I'm trying to think of what else that is out there right now that I consider a fad. And again, I'm just one man, so if this is your hobby, feel free to push back. I definitely feel like axe throwing, I'm like, no shot. If you forced my hand, I would wager there would be less axe throwing places in 10 years than there are now. Pickleball? See, pickleball, I see it having tailwinds. Demographically speaking, people are getting older. I'm sure that the average net worth of a pickleball player is really high right now because it's mostly played by like elderly boomers. That being said, I don't see a reason that like you need to spend a lot of money to play pickleball. You can level up at bonfires now? Oh! What happened to my lady? I can level up at bonfires now? Where's Rachel? Boba tea? I'm here to tell you that boba tea may experience a crunch. Like it's kind of like weed dispensaries, right? Which is probably also I'm not saying it's a fad. Like nobody's gonna be smoking weed in 10 years. Everybody's gonna be smoking weed in 10 years. But there's not gonna be like 6 dispensaries on every block. There's gonna be 1 dispensary on every block, and in Canada, it's gonna be owned by a corporation that is a subsidiary of Loblaws. Okay, just the way it goes up here. It'll be next to a Boston Pizza, and your mom will have a loyalty card for it. Okay. But I feel the same about boba tea. Like they can't sustain the amount of boba tea places that are out there. But I definitely I see boba tea consumption looking a-okay in the long term. Also, where am I going? Can I say something as well? Again, I'm never gonna beat the Midwestern elite soul and the coastal elite body type of, well, that's probably overly flattering, but anyway, I'm never gonna beat those allegations. I missed 80% of the crumble cookie controversy, but I was kind of losing my mind seeing people go like, holy shit, a crumble cookie is really 800 calories. Why are people eating these? And I'm like, well, 2 reasons. Fucking, number 1, they're pretty tasty. Number 2, if you've never had a crumble cookie in your life, you would never assume that it's 200 calories. The thing weighs like 1.5 pounds. You would have to be like the stupidest person on earth to pick up a crumble cookie and be like, I bet this is the same amount of calories as like a regular cookie. It's heavy, bro. We pick it up, it's like a brick made of flour and sugar. I was kind of losing it, wondering like, why are they coming for the Crumble Cookie Corporation? I guess it was because like one of the idiots on Twitter was like, my friend just opened a Crumble Cookie. Here's 10 steps to open your own Crumble Cookie bakery. But like, you know, idiots love lots of things. Nice try, idiot. I'm not a crumble cookie lover. I'm just not. I was kind of losing it at everybody who's never been to a crumble cookie, going like, do people know these are 1,100 calories each? Yeah, idiot, pick one up. It's like saying like, whoa, did you know like every rock that you see is full of like dense fucking minerals? Yeah, they're heavy as shit, dude. Up the stairs behind the stargazer. Thank you, appreciate you, thank you. Up your button around the corner.